and programs to enable us to expedite some of our projects in line with the objectives clearly articulated in the National Development Plan and the Medium-Term Expenditure Framework as presented to the National Assembly by Mr. President. In this regard, it's on this regard that on behalf of the Nigerian people, we continue for your invaluable support in delivering on the set objectives of the ministry to enhance the development and growth of the Nigerian economy. I therefore want to most sincerely thank our distinguished senators and honorable members for their unwavering support for the work of this ministry, and as we anticipate the committee's finalization of its 2025 budget. Thank you for your attention, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. I think the floor is now open to distinguished senators and honorable members. If you have a question with regards to 2022-2024 budget performance or the 2025 budget estimates, the floor is open.
Last committee we do, the projects will be 8,000. Let's even there more. This one, plan with the small thing here now, because I'm not trying to trade. So I think for the policy committee, this one is about this one will go on here. This one will go, understand? I did an appointment to do, see clock in the right.
There are a lot of roadblocks. Not allowed.
I understand.
If I can mention, you have the other regime close the border. And before the closure of the border, we had relations with almost all the West African ECOWAS countries, trading with them. And we are realizing a lot of foreign exchange. And there was lubrication of the economy. Today, the border had technically closed. When our new government got here, there was a slight problem in Niger. The borders were closed. 7 states in the northern were affected. Imagine the trade that would have gone among all of us just because there was a change of government. Today, those people they have gone, they have left ECOWAS. You know the economic implications. And the security implication now has affected the economic growth, because Niger that normally block these people from Libya and so on. Niger has left its borders to us, and we are having the problem with the north. So without this security and orders, the ease of doing business is not going to be achieved, and we are still going to have problems. You are supposed to give us how far, and you are to encourage your made in Nigerian goods. Made in Nigerian goods are not allowed to cross the border for now. So which border have you? So the 2 of you have to take it up with our CAC. Without these borders open to our neighbors, automatically we are going to have problems. I challenge the minister yesterday, that's a coordinating minister, rice was supposed to be brought in. Since we could not produce to meet that minimum standard of 7 million tons, the producer could only produce 3 million for consumption. The remaining are being smuggled into the country, despite the borders that are closed. If you allow this thing to be coming in through the border, you collect your duties. The trillions of naira that we have lost will be gained instead of effectively closing the border, and what we want are coming in, and it's still affecting our economy. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you very much. So, Honorable Mr. How this will go is we'll take like 3 or more questions. Take a note. You can choose to answer or direct somebody to answer. Honorable members and distinguished colleagues, it's a budget defense section. That's our primary goal here. However, policies, statements, policies that will affect the budget and the performance of the ministry will come up from members. However, I beg members to please let's focus more on the budget as much as we can so that we can deliver this key objective. Thank you. Somebody has the after.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. And then I work at the Honorable Minister, I would like to commend you on the revenue performance for 2023 and 2024. You see, in 2023, the ministry projected a revenue generation of 1.9 billion, and it generated 2.3 billion, of which you remitted to CRL, which is highly commendable. In 2024, you projected 2 billion, and you generated 2.1 billion, of which you remitted same to CRF, which is also very commendable. But even though it is commendable, but you can see the drop or the slight changes in the generation. You see, in 2023 you generated 2.3, and in 2024 you generated 2.1. This honorable committee would like to know what happened with the differences. And if in 2023 you can generate 2.3, don't you think it is under projection to propose 2.4 in 2025? Secondly, go to page 8 of your document, page 9 of your document. Page 9, I think it's a budget performance, right? Page 9, right there. The document that you needed.
Yeah, we're there.
You are there, sir? Okay. Check item number 34, ERGP 30140059, implementation of NIRP, engagement of implementation of cotton, textile and garment, CTV policy. The money appropriated for this item was 50 million naira. But he reported that he received allocation of 59,976,513, and we awarded the contract at the cost of 59,976,513. I would like to have an explanation on this because the appropriated money is 50 million, and we awarded a contract of 59 million.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. This side. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. My observation rises my concern, which is almost similar to the observation made by Sada. Going
by the trend of revenue generation between 2023, 2024, and the projected 2025. One will raise a very serious concern for the minister. Looking at the trend of revenue generation and the Nigerian economic reality at the moment, it is expected that the ministry should projected a revenue generation in 2025 about 2.8 billion, not as against 2.4. Big money. Mr. Chairman, that's my observation.
Thank you very much. Yes, Senator.
First, I want to thank well, first on the issue of revenue. He is very, very clear. I want to align entirely with the observation. In 2024, we generated revenue of about, the projected revenue of 2 billion and generated about 1 billion, which, like they say, is highly significant. The budget, the federal budget, 2025 budget, is a budget that I would say is very ambitious, and so because we want to grow the economy. Every agency of the government should sit up, okay? Especially with respect to revenue generation. I want to believe and align with the first, the previous speakers that the projection of 2.4 billion is traditionally low. It is very, very low. What you need to do is to look at your revenue lines and see those that you can grow. Okay? The budget, generally, like I said, on 2025 is an ambitious budget. And we believe that it is achievable.
Okay.
We want to use that
That's my worry.
okay? We want
You say the breed.
a significant improvement on your revenue in 2025. But like I said, I want to commend you for exceeding
That's wonderful.
the
Like it.
previous budgets, okay, in terms of revenue generation.
You say the breed.
Having said that, with respect to your capital expenditures, there are so many projects going on simultaneously. And some of these projects have been going on for the past 2-3 years. The implication of this is that you need to prioritize your projects. When the project is ongoing for 1 to 3 years, it's already drifting into the category of abandoned projects. And when the project is abandoned, whatever money you spent a priori becomes a sunk fund, money that you can never retrieve. So you need to prioritize your projects. Which projects can add immediate value, okay, to your ministry? Which projects can add medium to long-term values to your ministry? You need to prioritize because you have what we call budget constraint. That's funding constraint. So you can't do all at the same time. You need to prioritize. So that some of these projects can be cleaned up instead of remaining on my books as ongoing. Like I said, they are ongoing for a long time. It will into the category of abandoned projects. And that we have so many of them in Nigeria, abandoned projects. Well, the committee was set up last time on the issue of abandoned projects, and this board actually gave rules to that type of problem. Okay, when projects are ongoing and every year you just add little amount of money to it, and it may not, there may not be any major achievement every year. Okay, because the amount available is so small, and the projects I would say are so enormous. Okay, so I would suggest that you prioritize your projects. Okay, zero in on those that will give immediate value. Having said that, I want to believe and I want to plead to the committee that the 3.8 billion capital proposal of capital expenditure in 2025 is also habitually low. We have so many projects, some of the projects that are ongoing and need to be completed. I want to implore you, please improve. They've also made a request here that the Senate and the House of Reps should intervene. I think we should intervene. The 3.8 billion to me is habitually low. Thank you very much.
Don't clap here. You don't clap here.
Chairman, sir.
Clap forward.
Our co-chairman, Minister, I think for us to do a split we ought to look at the expenditure for 2024, digest it properly, to be able to appreciate the proposals for 2025. If I'm talking about 2024, I somebody tell me 2023, and then another person tell me proposals or revenue for 2025, I suspect that we'll have the proper coordination. Because for me, for example, to understand why do you need this amount for 2025, I need to look at what you paid on